Hello everyone and welcome to the channel, Jalessa Tarot. My name is Kimberly and super thrilled for you guys to be here. So let's get right into today's topic because we're talking about their secret feelings, their hidden feelings, I should say. You know, whatever it is that you may not understand about this person that you are currently thinking about, how is it that they are really feeling? If it's a crush dynamic, or if it's someone that just really haven't opened up to you in that particular way. Regardless, we're going to look at the details of their feelings and perhaps things that you may never have heard from this person being expressed to you before. So if that sounds like your reading, then let's get right into the pile selection. So we are using the same tarot deck for each of the readings. I really felt inspired to do an Egyptian themed reading today just to get back into that energy. So for that, we are using the Nefertari Tarot, which is one of my OG decks. We're going to use it for all of the readings. And then we are going to get into the oracle for you guys. So if you are ready to go to your pile selection based on the energy, the timestamps are down below, guys. For those of you that are ready, let's look at our pyramids. So for group one, we have the amethyst pyramid. So the amethyst pyramid for group one. Group two, we have the obsidian pyramid. Okay, the obsidian pyramid for group two. For group three, we have the lapis lazuli pyramid. Okay, the lapis lazuli pyramid for group three. Guys, feel free to pause if you need a moment. Again, we're tuning into the energy of this person's secret feelings for you, their hidden feelings for some. So keep in mind that it may not be what you want to hear either. I'm not sure what we're going to get today, but keep in mind that it could be anything. But I promise you that I come with good bedside manner, and whatever we figure out about this person and their secret hidden feelings for you, then we will figure it out together. Okay, guys? And on that note, I will meet you at your group. Bye. What's up, guys? And welcome to your reading today. If you chose the amethyst pyramid, and we are using the Nefertari deck for all the readings today. So group one, welcome. Okay, so we're talking about this person that you are currently thinking about, and we're tuning into the energy, the frequency of their secret hidden feelings for you. This could be a person that just has never opened up to you, their emotions. Could be someone from afar that you might be crushing on, wondering what's going on with them, if it's reciprocal. It could be anything, really, whoever it is that you're thinking about. And you should be able to tell right away whether this reading is for you based on the specifics. However, and that'll be right away to know whether or not this reading's for you guys, okay? So we're going to get into as many details as we can. We're starting with the tarot. What are their feelings for you? What are their secret feelings for you? Do you have a secret admirer? or not, okay? I also want you to keep in mind that maybe their secret feelings aren't what you want to hear. So again, we're keeping it open and we're going to see what Spirit needs to give to us today, okay? Spirit, thank you so much for coming through as always for our collective energy. May we get the best messages and the most authentic messages today for our group one, Spirit. Thank you. Okay, guys. I know I explained a lot of what this, and again, some of you might be in a relationship and might be wondering like what's going on. So let's see. How does this person feel about you? Their secret feelings for you. What do we need to see? Let's shuffle it one more time. Okay, Spirit. Their secret feelings for group one. What is this person's secret or hidden feelings for group one, Spirit? What do we need to see? Okay, so our first card is Justice. In this deck, it's card number 8, but typically Justice shows up as card number 11, which is Libra energy, Venus energy as well. Justice, wow, so that's a major arcana. Their secret feelings for you. Moon, oh wow. 18, card number 18, another major arcana. This is Pisces energy, but of course the moon always reminds me of Cancer energy because the sign Cancer corresponds with moon. And I think there was, time sensitive, I think there was a full moon. We're still in the full moon energy. All right. Whoa, 8 of Wands tossing to the ground upright. There's secret feelings for you. What do we need to see? Okay, this is falling in reverse on the ground. It's the World, I think. Yeah, the World. But let's double check that since it fell on the ground, guys. Ooh, okay. Let's do it one more time. All right, we're taking it as it showed up originally, which is the reversal. Now, this is the World energy. Card number 21. The last major arcana, Leo. We got 3 major arcanas, by the way, guys. There's secret feelings for you. 5 of Wands. They might think there's competition. Let's see. Let's get our clarifiers and then we're going to start talking about it. But clearly Justice is here. Two of Pentacles. There's a couple of messages that are coming up with that. There was some sort of imbalance. Okay, let's see what the moon. Spirit, what do we need to see? There's secret feelings. There are hidden feelings. The Devil. Oh my goodness. I had a feeling. I'm not sure why. Maybe because this person is heavily thinking about you. Okay, we're keeping it in reverse as it showed. Just double checking, guys. But Spirit is like, no. We're keeping it in reverse. Not a bad sign, to be honest. The Devil. Wow. So the Devil is card number 15, Capricorn energy. What else is going on, Spirit? There's secret feelings for group 1. What do we need to see? There's secret hidden feelings for group 1. Whoa. Ace of Cups. With the 8 of Wands. I mean, and that's our center of our reading. There's secret feelings. Okay. So we got this. Okay, this is getting interesting now. We got the 7 of Swords with the World energy. and the Six of Cups. Guys, I'm getting a strong indicator from the beginning. We got Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck in reverse, and now we got the Empress after that. I'm getting this person. Their secret feelings are more than you could even imagine, guys. We have a person that is energetically pulled towards you in that emotional way. We got the Six of Cups, which could really represent that frequency of nostalgia, and this could be a person that you've been dealing with for some time. There could be some history. And with the Ace of Cups here, it's like the love offer, a huge love offer. And to the point where the indicator is that Spirit is saying they might be ready to make this love offer, guys. It might not be hidden for long, is my point. Okay, where do we even begin? I feel like I'm just gonna kind of talk about the messages as they come, because there was already a few that came through. But a heavy message is that this person feels there is some sort of competition with you. If you and this person are at a disconnect, and even if you're not, they might sense that you have other suitors, other people in your energy. Something about that is it's coming with some understanding. You know, they know how beautiful you are. They know how special and important you are to them. So it makes sense for them to, like, they rationalize this. They're trying not to get into their jealousy, their jelly belly, nature. I don't think this person could be that type of jealous energy, but that might be shifting out, because what's coming through is a little bit more of an understanding where, it's not about being jealous or seeing your person talk to someone else, or, what if, they're imagining you, collective, dating other people, or there's other people that you're considering. That could lead someone into a dark headspace, especially if they're really feeling you. But I don't think that's the case with this person. If anything, it's bringing them into an understanding of what they need to do. I think at the center of our reading, we got the Eight of Wands with the Ace of Cups. Part of their secret feelings for you is the sense of urgency that they have. Eight of Wands is very fast. It's one of the fastest moving cards in tarot. Wands could represent days, and we're getting it with the Ace of Cups. One of the things that's hidden from you, and you might not even realize it, especially if you guys are in a no contact, that this person wants to move with a sense of urgency, with a sense of knowing exactly what they want with this Ace of Cups here. What's making this reading a little bit interesting, however, is this Seven of Swords that just showed up. We're getting it with the World in reverse. The World in reverse, I usually allocate that to that feeling of unfinished business, especially with Justice. This person, and ironically, Justice is card number 8 in this deck, like I mentioned. And we got the Eight of Wands. This could feel, if we're talking about the 12th houses, the 8th house is Scorpio energy, but that's the house of transformation. Maybe something within this connection is transforming, or maybe that is what they want to see take place. But we're getting with the Seven of Swords, and now I'm looking at the Ten of Cups in reverse. Something about the future went awry. It's in this person's subconscious. They don't feel, they didn't honor the future in some way. The Empress showing up after the Ten of Cups, though, I think is pretty interesting, because that could represent how they feel about you, why you're so important to them. The Empress is like all the queens in one. And if that's how this person views you in their subconscious after the Ten of Cups in reverse, it might be for them it might not be the current energy though, but it's something that they may have already dealt with, is a huge disappointment, a huge letdown when it came to you and comes to your energy, which is why I feel like justice is here. I want to get a few clarifiers, which is why, and we didn't talk about everything yet, but before we move on, I want to just see why the Seven of Swords is here. There could be, this could be an indicator of their hidden feelings, them not communicating that they don't want this to be over. In the 3D, let me know in the comments, guys. Do you feel like there is a finality in this connection? This person might feel there is some sort of finality. Or, okay, I'm getting the feeling that whatever is, kind of circulating in the air between the both of you doesn't feel like it's going anywhere. So a lot of their secret, hidden feelings for you is probably very surprising how close they are to moving. So the Seven of Swords, to go back to this, could be the energy of them keeping all this secret, which corresponds with our topic. But is there more to it, Spirit? Why is the Seven of Swords here? Because if the Seven of Swords is talking about how hidden their feelings are, it might be the extreme case. This might be the pile, or the group, I should say, where you might feel it, you might sense it with this Six of Cups, but never in the 3D has this person ever shown you this. And that could be what's veiled with the Moon, with the Seven of Swords. But is there anything else with the Seven of Swords with the World in reverse, Spirit? Sir. Eight of Swords. Another 8. So again, something's being transformed. Let's get one more. Just one more. Usually I get 3 sometimes for clarifiers. King of Pentacles in reverse. They're trapped in their mind about what they could offer, how they could shine, how they could show up in this connection. Have they been wearing a mask about what they could offer? Let's get one more. That's why I get 3. It just, 3 of Swords. 3. Wow. They're feeling it. Now, again, this is not an original spread, so this could indicate that one of the things that they're trying to block is this difficult emotion, that heartbreak energy when it comes to this connection. But what's prevailing, of course, is the Justice card, guys. This is not what they're sitting in. This is in their subconscious at this point, which I feel like is a good indicator, because they're not going to allow that to bring them down or keep them stuck. But again, if they are flip-flopping or teetering, this is the energy of where they go to. And it's like on repeat, where they have to pull themselves out of that energy. And I believe they do. I believe they do. Now to go over to, and I'm just hearing a crow. You guys probably can't hear it. My window is closed. It's a really hot day in Chicago. And I know there was a heat wave in Europe, and God bless if anyone's dealing with heat issues. But to go back to your reading, guys, we got the Devil in reverse with the Moon. Now, I don't mind the Devil being in reverse. Again, that feels to me where someone is facing their shadows, willing to work through their dark. It could be triggers, it could be anxiety, it could be addictions, whatever that devil energy is. But I think in regards to this reading, it feels more of whatever it is that was holding them back, whatever it is that created that injustice. And it has something to do with the Two of Pentacles, which I think is interesting, because the Two of Pentacles is an earthly energy, Capricorn specifically. And it's the energy of, it could feel like Okay, balance, obviously, balance, like that 50-50 energy, that yin yang, getting into that frequency of balance, but it's also giving like that practical energy, that energy of persevering and knowing which direction to lean toward. And something about that, maybe this person leaned in a different direction. Maybe they were imbalanced. Maybe they didn't feel or create or help create a balance in this connection, which led to some sort of confusing, future, a lens of the future that is a little confusing. So there, and I do want to get clarifiers for the devil because I always do. But gosh, what's really coming through is movement. It's a person, with justice upright, guys. It's such a good indicator. It's a person that sees the wrongs, that sees how they may have trespassed against you in some way or against this connection in some way. This person wants to make it right. They see how they should make it right, what balance needs to be a part of the reformation that's going to occur, that they want to occur between you and them. But again, this could be very veiled. This could be veiled in mystery. Full moon energy is coming through. So this is very current. And again, with the Eight of Wands and the Ace of Cups, this person's emotions are not over. In fact, it's like it's just beginning. The Ace could imply a new beginning. Someone reuniting. It could be a reunion of some kind, that type of energy, especially with the Six of Cups. So why is the devil in reverse? Is there anything that we need to see with this devil? Like any specifics? Oh my goodness, guys. Some sort of betrayal. Did this person or you or something in this connection, Ten of Swords is an energy of betrayal, but look at in this deck, the swords are facing upward toward the ceiling. It's like this person or you may have seen this betrayal coming or know how to avoid it since they're not falling. Typically when you see a Ten of Swords, guys, you see someone laying down or looks like it's a fatal injury in some sense. And they have typically 10 swords on their back, in their back, I should say. So just with this imagery, and we're getting it with the devil, maybe this person, and that's where the devil energy is, they are avoiding this turning into some sort of betrayal, or that's where the justice is. They want to lift these swords up out of them or up and out of this connection, if that makes sense, guys, symbolically speaking. Why is the devil here? Knight of Wands. Let's get one more. Six of Pentacles. Okay. Which, again, to go back to Two of Pentacles, it's like, that's the indicator of equal give and take, of reciprocity, 50-50 energy in a love reading that could feel like giving and receiving in fairly equal amounts. Now, this is the devil clarification. And we got the Knight of Wands. We got the Ten of Swords with it as well. So I could only assume, guys, in the energy that's coming through with the clarification is this person, one of the things that they have healed or is healing is that energy of maybe not wanting to be tied down, not wanting to be committed, not matching someone's energy, not really being the person that gives. It could have been a runner chaser energy in some degree. And look we're getting the Hierophant now at the bottom of the deck, which could be a sign of commitment, relationship, future, something serious. So if that is what this person is healing and they're lifting these swords, now this could also be an indicator that this person has healed some sort of heartbreak in their past that may not have to do with you. So that could be for some. And if that's the case, that may have been really a difficult energy for them to get out of. And with justice here, it's like they don't want to repeat the same mistakes. They don't want to repeat the same cycle with the new person, i.e., you. Or if it is you from the get-go, it could be both too, to be honest. Like this person could have been healing from some old beliefs, old patterns that it had to do with someone in their past. And it could have interfered in this connection. Even with the history, it could have been both. But you would know, guys, if this is just what this person presented to you, because if that's the case, this person may have presented that they were not serious about commitment. Someone that is more in that lacking that wanting to be a free bird type of energy, but it's coming through a little bit more toxic just with the Knight being in reverse. The Knight of Wands usually gives me that player energy in reverse. Not always a good thing, player energy could be manipulative. Either way, to go back to this person and what they are healing, what they're unmasking could be that that's really not who they are. Maybe their set point isn't that type of person. Maybe they were playing around in that arena, but that's not truly who they are. It's like, sometimes I always say, especially now that I've been single for a long time, guys. Let's just say that. And it's by choice. I'm more open now, of course, but the point I'm trying to make is sometimes I laugh with my best friend and I'm like, gosh, I wish I was that type of person that could have those, non-attached type of encounters, if you know what I mean. But that's just not who I am. I've just never been that person ever. Even when I'm intoxicated, I just can't do it. I can't be that person. That's just not who I am. So I feel as though for this person, to go back to this person, maybe they dabbled in energy that really deep down, that's just not who they are. Or maybe that was a phase that they are recognizing as something that just wasn't serving them well. All right, guys, let's move on to the Oracle. So I gave this already a couple of shuffles. We're starting with the Tarot of the Pyramids. And again, the oracles that I chose for today's reading are they run deep. So let's get started because I'm looking at the clock, and we already went. Time disappears, guys. When I'm channeling messages, it's like, I don't even know how long. It doesn't feel long at all. And then I look at the clock and it's like, whoa. So I hope you're comfortable, but let's move through this. Let's see. What else do we need to see? There's secret feelings. Let's get, okay. And then we'll get the bottom of the deck. Simplicity, card number 44. 44 might mean something. It equals up to 8. Again, we're getting that energy of 8s. Simplicity. We got autonomy. That makes so much sense. Card number 63. This person, authority. Authority, card number 41. Wow. Okay. The Tower at the bottom of the deck. Now, this is a very unique, I guess you could say oracle, but you could definitely use it as a tarot. It's a little complicated as a tarot, but if you know the deck, it's not that bad. The point I'm trying to make is there are all 22 major arcanas, including the Fool. So the Tower, card number 16, Scorpio energy, bottom of the deck. So this feels about right. And guidance after that. This person has gone through that transition of a tower moment. It's in their subconscious. It's almost like the aftermath of something shook up in their world that created a little bit more of a clear vision of what they see when it comes to this connection and how they feel, which I feel like they've been gaining that, or they've been in that energy of trying to get into an emperor status, with the empress showing up before. They may see you as someone that really is, it's like it may have inspired growth within them. I feel like authority just feels like confidence. Like this person might really start getting into their energy of, an Ace of Cups isn't going to come here and unless that person not only has a full cup to give, but with the Eight of Wands, it's like that feeling of just knowing exactly what they need to do, what they want. And that's kind of the energy in the tarot that we got with justice. And authority is coming through to say justice will be had. This person feels, like the authority of this energy right now. They feel in charge. They feel like they've gone through a lot. They've learned a lot. They've healed a lot. They've faced their shadows. They've gone through the dark tower energy. And now things are simpler, or they want things to be simplified between you and them, especially if things have always been more complicated, more competitive, but not in the sense where you two are competing against each other, but more so in the sense where it just felt misaligned. It just felt like butting heads between the both of you. And that is where the energy, this person secretly wants things to be different, but they feel confident that they were part of the problem, but they are now part of the solution. Autonomy too. Has this person gained autonomy? Do they feel free in a commitment with someone like you? I mean, there's connections where it might make you feel like you just lost your freedom, right? Like codependent connections. Ugh. And I was in a codependent connection to my own doing, right? It's typically, you don't even know you're there. And sometimes a couple could be codependent and it works for them, so no judgment. But the point I'm trying to make is this person, whatever it is that they dealt with, or whatever it is that they feared when it came to commitment or being, committed to someone, it feels like they may have believed that, they lost their freedom. They may have clammed up a little bit. They may not have been the best person in a relationship, but I feel like they see this. They've built their autonomy. They know how to keep their freedom and independence intact, even with someone that they would want to be in a commitment with. That's the energy of how it feels, guys. So maybe that's why they're getting that really big sense of wanting to move in. They've healed what they needed to heal. I don't know how long you guys have not been communicating. For those of you that are currently communicating, because I wouldn't be surprised if some of you are already there. And if you're not, you might be sensing it. Like this is coming close. Okay, let's give this one quick shuffle. We're moving on to Wild Unknown Archetypes. I want to see if we could trust in this person's, if we could authenticate this person's, it's all good energy, how they feel about you. It's strong. They want this beginning. They want this new beginning. They want to rush in. They have these beautiful memories and these sweet sentiments. It could feel like a soul connection for them as well. So could we trust that this person has good intentions? Are they fully healed? If they do come back, what What do we need to see, Spirit? The offering. Wow. This is hard to shuffle, but the right cards always come through, guys. Gnosis and Kairos. Ooh, okay. I always forget what these cards mean. So we'll probably look up that energy. Eros. Wow, guys. There's secret and hidden feelings for you. And this is, again, their subconscious. This could feel very passionate. You struck a chord in this person. They may feel love for you. Eros is a passionate type of love. It could also be fleeting. It might not be permanent energy, Eros. But this is what the current energy is. This is how this person feels. And I do believe that they are recognizing this. I don't think they're hiding it from themselves anymore. I don't think that would be the indicator. If we got the Eight of Wands maybe in reverse, there might be that resistance, but I don't think there's any resistance. Okay, so I went to grab my guidebook and looking up Gnosis, and this is card number 75. So we got it, and it says, innermost knowing mystic truths. True knowledge is not found in facts and figures in scholarly books on library shelves. Rather, Gnosis points to the deep and timeless archetypal wisdom that rises from the felt experience of having touched the unknown with every one of the senses. That's pretty powerful energy. I'm going to leave it there because to tie it into your reading, guys, it's the feeling of this person is becoming very aware of how they are feeling. They're not in denial. If that's, especially with the Devil in reverse, the Knight of Wands in reverse, they could have been that type of energy that may not have fallen for someone in a while. It may be fleeting type of energies that they've been used to. But now the Six of Cups is here. Someone that they can't forget. Someone that comes in a very special, familial way. And I don't know, it's giving that this person is becoming more wise as well, okay? I want to also look up, and this is card number, oh, it's the next one. Kairos. Card number 76. It says, mythic time, synchronicity. We all have had the experience of timelessness, again with time, of life beyond the ticking of the clock. It may be felt as time standing still, slow motion, or losing track of time on a walk or in a lovely conversation. Funny enough, I brought that up when channeling messages. For those of you that remember, talking about how sometimes it doesn't even feel like a long time when I'm channeling, and that could be the energy of you in this connection where time just disappears. Even though there's a sense of urgency from this person, it might still be an indicator of this person. For them, fast movement might be in a couple of months, you know? So, however, the Eight of Wands is a strong indicator of days. There's a sense of loyalty. And this person is offering you something. That's very clear with the Ace of Cups. And now we're getting the offering. We're getting the crescent moon, third quarter. And after a full moon, I believe, yeah, it goes into third quarter energy. So that could be an indicator of time too, just the energy of the moon, time sensitive. So 8 days, that could feel like a week, maybe 2 weeks. I don't know, guys. But like I said, some of you might already be communicating with this person. So let's keep going. So now we're taking a look at the wild unknown alchemy before we get into your final messages. Let's see what else, Spirit, that we need to see. There's secret hidden feelings. Okay. Actually, I did want to keep Eros out here because, again, if we're talking about secret, hidden feelings, emotions, Eros. But I don't feel like I said, if you guys remember from the beginning, I don't think this is going to be secret for long. Bottom of the deck, Sun. It's my favorite card. Card number 1, to go back to the energy of new beginning. Wow. Fire energy, very passionate. I feel like that belongs with Eros almost, just because it was the bottom of the deck. And now we're getting tin at the bottom. But let's move on. Let's see what our cards are. Moon. We got Moon again, guys. Card number 2 in this deck. Another full moon in the palm of someone's hand. Taking control. Taking control of the energy. Taking control of the opportunity. Look at these hands. Even the offering, guys. This person wants to offer something and they know they have authority. They feel free. I don't feel like they feel stuck anymore. Even the 10 of Swords imagery of the swords completely facing the opposite direction toward the sky. It's like this person manifested healing within them. The uncreated and summer. Wow. Summertime vibes, guys. Time sensitive. We are in the thick of summer. Unless you're in Australia, because I think or in that side of the world, I believe it's winter. But that doesn't necessarily mean that this energy isn't within this person. So again, this is a timeless reading, guys. So the sun and summer, that could literally be the case. Like summer energy, this person wants to create something with you, something that you guys have not created yet. They want to birth something into existence when it comes to you. I do believe that they want to watch this grow. They want to make that offer. And the funny thing is they feel good about it. They feel good within. They feel strong. They're building their own strength. And they're not looking at it as a competition. It's like they know that. All right, I'm just going to say it. I heard this, so I'm just going to say it. But it's like they know that you are theirs. And gosh, there's a level of ownership in that, which I don't know if I like. But if anything, they know you're their person. You're their person in their mind. They see the Hierophant. That's still in their subconscious, though. They could still be looking at you behind the scenes as well. It really depends on whether or not this person has moved forward. But wow, they've transformed. This energy is going to shift very, very soon. They want good times with you. But with the moon coming twice, Cancer energy, very emotional. It's giving that 4th house, house of family, house of home. And that could be them thinking about the future when it comes to you, even though it looked a little bit unclear of how it was left. But to go back to the unfinished business of that energy, either way, they just feel good. A good frequency with you guys. It hasn't left them. There's loyalty in that I'm noticing with this eye. Looks like a dog. And they have their eye on you. Yeah, it's feeling very strong. So there's secret hidden feelings for you. Do you have a sense of this person's emotions for you guys? Or is this completely does this confirm what you already sense? With the 6 of Cups, there could be a indicator that you might already feel that this person deep down feels this, but I'm also getting that a lot of you may have, like, there's some sort of finality in this that may be up in the air. Like, is it the end? Is it not the end? And then time is passing. But behind the scenes with Justice, Eight of Wands, it's like maybe this is a little bit more surprising to hear, but it really depends on when this person moves in, right? Moves forward. And again, this reading is indicating that it's going to be very fast if this resonated with you from the beginning, guys. So that being said, let's get your final messages. With Unstoppable You, I just thought it would be nice to get some affirmations or something, some advice specifically to this energy. So let's see. You are the magic. Already, I love it. How beautiful is that card? Small wins matter. Bold moves only. Wow, small wins matter. Bold moves. Take it step by step, guys. Whether it's about this person or just in your own life, choose yourself. Let it be messy. I feel like Spirit is like talking about the unplanned. Fail forward. Life could be messy. Things could be unplanned. Be okay with being a little bit more spontaneous, perhaps. Make sure you choose yourself. Don't fall into that, overthinking mind. Especially if this person comes back in, guys, like that could trigger you into an energy. So pace yourself, use discernment. And above all, just remember how special and amazing and beautiful and magical you are, guys. Like you are incredible. You are the divine energy. I'm so blessed to have started this channel and have this energy come through. And that's you, so don't forget that. And remember, small wins matter. Every step you take leads to the best direction for you. And it's not going to be perfect. It's not going to always be smooth, but you're going to notice what needs to blossom or what's blossoming is all around you. Okay? I love you guys. Let me know if this resonated. Send a like, subscribe if you haven't. Hopefully I'll see you again and take care. Love you. Hello, group 2, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the black obsidian pyramid, then you made it to the right place, group 2. All right, let's get into it. So there's secret feelings for you, this person. What are their secret, their hidden feelings? Depending on what type of situation this is, and you will definitely be able to know whether or not this is your reading. That being said, guys, what's going on with this person and their feelings for you? What do we need to see today, Spirit, for group 2? There's secret feelings for group 2. Or maybe they're hiding them. Or maybe you are wondering what's going on with them and you're checking in, seeing if what you think is what's truly aligned with within this person. With that in mind, Spirit, thank you so much for coming through for our collective, for our group 2. May we get the best messages for our group 2 today, Spirit. Thank you so much. Okay, guys. There's secret, hidden feelings for group 2, Spirit. What do we need to see? So we're getting 8 of Wands as our first card. And we're getting the 5 of Wands. The Star energy. Wow, guys. So this is card number 17, Aquarius. And I think we may have to cover her, so we'll just use my Jasper. It's hard to tell but you never know. All right, wow, the Star energy, our first major arcana. What are their secret feelings for you? The Knave of Wands. The Knave is the page in this deck, guys. So we got the Page of Wands. And we're getting the Two of Swords. Let's see. Let's just double check. Okay, that's what I thought. So there is some stuck energy, but where is that coming from? Okay, let's get the rest of our cards, guys, and then we're going to talk about it. Eight of Wands. There's secret hidden feelings for you. Oh my, wow. Ace of Wands coming through with the Eight of Wands. You're kidding me. A lot of fire energy, by the way. And fire energy is Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. With the Eight of Wands, the Ace of Wands, the Page of Wands, Five of Wands. And now we're getting the Seven of Cups with the Five of Wands. Judgment coming through with the Star. Card number 20, Libra energy. Six of Cups. Just when I was thinking and feeling that this is a new energy, Six of Cups comes out. However, this could also just run a little deeper for this person right now, as opposed to you and this person having so much history together. But let's get our last card. We got the Magician. Wow. Okay, guys, I'm going to be honest. This person has a lot of fire directed towards you. We got the Knight of Cups in reverse. Interesting. Ooh, look at that. What is it? That's so funny, guys. This is the Hanged Man in reverse. And this was the only card that was flipped backwards. It's like the perspective. It's like this person just needs to turn around and see. And they do. I feel like they do see. Okay. There's a lot going on, guys, but the first thing that I'm really noticing is the two major arcana that is at the center of our reading. We have the Star and Judgment. I think there's secret feelings for you. This is feeling like crush energy. That's why I was getting the sensation that this might be a newer type of feeling that this person... Now, if you and this person have history with each other, then this is a newer feeling that this person is feeling towards you. It is feeling very hopeful and promising, and I feel like this person is really looking at you in a meaningful way, guys. Like you might be the center of everything that they're thinking about and feeling in regards to their personal, professional world. You're kind of at the center there, and it feels like a wish fulfillment when they are thinking about you, what they are feeling. Now, I am getting the sense that they may think that you have options. You have, and whether that's true or not, guys, I don't know, but this is what they're secretly, because we're getting the Five of Wands and the Seven of Cups. Right away, I got that feeling. You know, a little bit competitive, a little bit of, you may... This hunk in the background, you may be surrounded by suitors, maybe that type of energy that, it's not that you're asking for attention, but you just have people falling into your energy. Maybe you're in that frequency, you're in that magnetic frequency. So it's not just that this person sees it, but this person realizes that you might see it, or other people might see it in you. And I'm wondering too, if you've been hesitating with this person, which I'm not sure. They could be reflecting on you're the one with the stuck energy, or there's some sort of movement that's not being made right now, and that's what's brewing in the background. But again, to go back to the Seven of Cups, like you see all these cups in the air, and you see this beautiful Egyptian. It looks like could be, I'm getting the feeling of sipping tea. Now, for whatever reason, sipping tea came to mind, and that feels like a lot of distractions, different gossip. So whether this person thinks that you are involved with other people, or you have more than one choice to make, or if you are considering other options, whether that's romantic options or not, they're viewing you as, they may not be the priority for you. However, for them, they're making that judgment. They see you. They see you, boo. And I feel like you're a priority for them. They are coming through as Page energy and Eight of Wands. Now, that could also indicate like a newer type of romantic connection that this person is feeling when it comes to you. But I am getting the sense that this is happening fast. Yet there's Two of Swords energy that came through. So let's talk about it, okay? We got the Eight of Wands, we got the Ace of Wands, and we got the Magician. All the combination, and we got a Page of Wands, right? The combination of that is like the huge energy of rushing forward, the sense of urgency, that spark, that drive that someone has when they just have their eye on the prize. I keep seeing that as a vision. I feel as though this person knows what they want and they want to move forward. If you and this person are talking and dating, you know, this person might be trying to hold themselves back a little bit. But here's the thing. So let's zoom in on this. We got the Two of Swords and the Magician. I love the Magician energy. You know, it could feel a little manipulative, but it's not a bad energy. It's almost as though like the ultimate manifester. That's what I think of when I think of the Magician upright. Someone that just has all the necessary tools. They have the pentacle, they have the cup, they have the wand, they have the sword. They have everything that they need to manifest magic or whatever it is that they want. And it's coming through with Two of Swords. Now, Two of Swords is an indicator of lack of movement. So do you see the interesting kind of situation we have here? I want to say, too, that this lack of movement or this moment is, gosh, again, to go back to you, is it you that's hesitating? Maybe they're thinking about it. Are you deciding between or amongst others? That could be something they're thinking about. Because honestly, guys, I feel like a lot of this is forward movement for them. They've made that judgment. And it's coming up right. I feel like they're seeing things clearly. They feel very good about what they have decided when it comes to you. They're feeling all the butterflies. They're feeling the passion. They're getting turned on by you. It's like you're their muse. Like, see how this knave is drawing? It's like that passionate energy. Gosh, I could envision, not that I'm envisioning you naked on a bed, but that's kind of what came up, guys. Like, just envisioning this person wanting to create art in some way while looking at you. It's very passionate energy, guys. Let's say that, right? And maybe this person tends to be, you know what? We need to find out, because we're also getting the Knight of Cups in reverse. Something about their emotional movement, their emotional, and maybe that's why you're here. There's secret hidden feelings for you. You could be sensing this overwhelming passion, especially if you and this person are connecting in an intimate way physically. But you might be wondering, but is there emotion involved? This person might not be moving forward with emotions. Yet I do feel I do feel like this person does see you in a very grand way. And we also got the Six of Cups. So let's confirm. Let's see. I want to see, before we get confirmations, I want to see Five of Wands with the Seven of Cups. Again, to go back to the energy of them feeling that they are wondering if you have options, if they're not the focus that you have. They're not your focus, is what I'm trying to say. All right, so why? But let's see. Let's see if there's anything else, Spirit, with the Five of Wands and the Seven of Cups. We got the King of Pentacles, the offer, the committed offer. Ten of Cups, maybe it came upright. It feels like it wants to be upright. Whether it's upright or reverse, it's giving the same message though, guys. The feeling of what type of offers are you getting? Do they need to come in as a King of Pentacles just to compete? A lot of this is future oriented as well. So let's see. Whoa, Four of Swords in reverse. I feel as though, has this person had stuck energy in the past, guys? For those of you that do know this person for some time, there could have been a layer of this person not moving, being in the Two of Swords energy more so than anything else. But that, it could feel as though this person's trajectory, it's shifting. One of the things that they aren't reflecting on, I will say though, is that committed future offer. And maybe that's why you're here. Like, are they thinking in that way? Are they thinking in a committed way? So we're going to find out, guys. So with that in mind, let's get one more. Because we're getting two more. It's telling a story. The World and the King of Wands. Okay, here's what's happening, guys. I feel as though if you're concerned about whether this person is seeing you in a future-oriented way, if there's so much passion involved in you in this connection right now, and you're wondering where the emotions are what their secret feelings are of you, if there are any, like what is it? Or is it only passion? I feel as though this person is getting to a point where something has ended when it comes to offering only a passionate connection for them. I do believe that commitment, especially with the Star being here and Judgment, guys, I do feel like that could be a potential, but this person is showing up as a page regardless. And that might make you a little bit confused. You know, if they're not really showing you that commitment, however that might look, how might that look, right? If they're showing up as a Page of Wands, they could be, you guys could be falling into the trap of dating, but really not having those deep conversations, really passionate. Whether you're seeing each other in person, even if you guys are just communicating right now, it could just feel, I don't want to say surface level because I feel like it's a little bit more than that, but you may be questioning whether this person has that in them, especially if they're the type of person that rushes things, that moves at a faster pace. You know, someone in this connection might be you, and that's kind of what, well, let's see, why is the Two of Swords here? Eight of Cups. Wondering what else is out there? Manifesting. I feel like they've manifested this. They could have been in the energy of always feeling like there's someone else out there for them. But with the Star and all the surrounding energy, guys, it's giving me a strong indicator or a strong feeling that they see that in you. We got the Sun in reverse showing up. Let's get one more card for the Two of Swords. Tower. We got 2 more cards. And the Knight of Wands. Wow. All right, guys. They are tempering this. They're making a judgment call of what exactly you mean to them. It is feeling like a wish granted. They finally found what they were looking for, and they can't take their eyes off of you. We got the 6 of Swords. They may have had to end things. Could be an old pattern. I'm getting something in their dating ways and their romantic type of, not that they were a promiscuous person, guys, but it could feel as though they never really got tied down. They never really found someone that they looked at in a future-oriented way. The funny thing is, this 5 of Wands and the 7 of Cups, that could have been their energy, which is why they may be ultra paranoid that that's what's going on with you, that you're the one with options. You're the one that's having a hard time wanting to commit or being directed into one path, i.e. them. So they could be projecting that type of ego, that side of their ego, onto this connection, because for all they know, or for all we know, you might not be dating. There may not be other options for you. So I think the energy that I'm getting from this person, guys, is this is the type of person that is comfortable leading with passion. I do believe that I don't think it's toxic. I don't think that it's giving player energy. It's more so that maybe they've dabbled in short-lived encounters. It doesn't necessarily mean physical encounters, but those brief, romantic entanglements that they may have been comfortable with, especially if they really were always thinking about what else is out there. With the Tower coming, and this is again clarifying the energy, it's the feeling of something must have broken down in their, I would say, in their decision making, their judgment call, something about you. It's like they may have walked away from something that really brought them down, even if it was their own doing. And they're entering a world that's a little brighter, that's a little bit more hopeful when it comes to you and this energy. Wow, guys. So I'm excited to get into the Oracle. I want to see what else is going on with their secret feelings, because it's clear that it's, for you, it's more than just passion. But I'm not going to lie, we did get a lot of wands. We did get a lot of fire. Again, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. And honestly, it feels where this person may have questioned themselves, are they doing it again? Are they rushing things and it's not the right person? And maybe that's why there's a hesitation. All right, we're going to start with Tarot of the Pyramids, because I want to find out more details of their secret feelings for you. What else could we gather emotionally, Spirit, away from the passion? Although if passion comes up, that'll definitely be a confirmation, guys, because it is coming in strong. Okay, let's see. Self-realization. Oh my God, this is the card that Cloud chewed. Cloud Strife, one of my cats. Self-realization. Okay, that was the bottom of the deck. New bottom of the deck is the Emperor. Wow. In the subconscious. The deep subconscious. All right, let's see. But they're coming to a self-realization, an understanding. Card number 39. This is card number 46. And of course, the Emperor is card number 4. All right, guys. I'm having a moment. Instead of yelling like a crazy, just in case you're not looking at your screen, this is the Empress. So we got the Emperor in this deep subconscious of this person, and they're viewing you as the Empress. Whoa. And with the Star and Judgment. That could be what is dawning on them. Creative thinking, card number 48. That feels like fire energy as well. The Wands energy, even them, I got the image of them like you're their muse in some degree, whether that's literal art or some sort of creative spark or energy that they are feeling when it comes to you. You're making them feel good, guys. And I feel like they're gaining a different understanding. It's like, you know what the nice, beautiful thing is, especially if it goes both ways, especially if you're feeling the same way toward this person, that feeling of like the right type of love will feel so beautiful. I mean, it might not be perfect as far as, you know, there's going to be issues, of course, and depending on what type of connection, what type of soul connection it is. But the right type of love, though, the real type of love is going to make you want to grow, be the best version of yourself. You know, it's going to make you want to show up every day. Trust me, you know, and the reason I say that is even in my experience with my past relationship, the only long-term relationship I really ever was in, it was years. But I learned all my lessons, guys. It was the longest, and it was a karmic relationship as it turned out. But I was like stuck. I wasn't growing. I didn't even care. I wasn't like, didn't even care about how I looked every day. I was just like, it was an autopilot. That person wasn't bringing out the best in me. And I probably wasn't bringing out the best in them. So it could go both ways. But the feeling that this person is feeling, you're bringing out the best in them, guys. It's beautiful. It's like they're understanding. They're coming into a self-realization. They're looking at you as the star, someone that is lighting them up. And the energy is very powerful. And I feel as though this person may really, I don't think they're questioning this within themselves. It's like they know they have it in them to be the emperor, but they have to pull it out, guys. It's hiding. You know, they haven't had to pull it out in a minute. Their connections thus far have been not to that level, not to that degree of depth that they may be feeling when it comes to you. So are they, it's almost as though, how are they showing up? And that's what you could be questioning, group 2. You know, it's like they could be a little confused on how to even show up as the emperor. So they may be getting creative. They may be thinking strategically, and they're thinking of it maybe as a competition, something that they have to win. So let's keep going. We're gonna keep going to the wild unknown archetypes. I want to see the energy of this person. Like, what the archetypes, what is their energy right now? Whoa, I think that's too many, but we'll keep this one. The Storm. The Destroyer. Okay. That's interesting because it's reminded me of the Tower that came through as our clarifier. I don't know, guys. Did something is, I feel like something is ripping them open a little bit emotionally, and that could be where they are a little bit in that stuck energy in a way. The Healer, bottom of the deck, the Lover. Wow, that lone swan. Not the lovers, the lover. The Stone. Guys, it really does feel like this person's heart is, their stone heart is turning warm. Maybe this shook them up a little bit. This is shaking them up. It's like they're feeling that sense of urgency. They want that passionate start, whether it's a reunion of some kind, again with the Six of Cups, you and this person, whatever this emotion is, it's feeling new for this person. This person could have been a lone star. They could have been very independent. They could have been someone that, yes, may have had those entanglements. Not necessarily physical. It could have just been really, just to have someone or something to talk to. Some type of companionship that never really shook them. But all of a sudden, we're getting the storm, the destroyer, and now the healer. Their hidden feelings for you, their secret feelings for you is you woke something up inside them. They may be healing some of this energy if they were allowing external parties to pull them and not really using their own discernment or having their own boundaries when it came to others or whatever it may be. I feel as though this person is realizing that they were too available to the wrong type of situations or energy. Not that it's, like I said, not that it's a toxic or bad thing. I feel as though that this person just wasn't falling in love. They just weren't feeling that type of connection. So that's kind of where they are at now. Feeling it woke them, shook them to the core. That lover, that could really imply that they are considering like the lover into the lovers, plural. So let's keep moving. I want to get into the alchemy now. Because what are they alchemizing, Spirit? Again, we're going to aim for 3. I think 2 came out. Let's get one more, Spirit. Okay. Sublimation. That feels like ascension. Gosh, for some of you, this could feel like a twin flame, but I wasn't really picking up on that. But maybe, because we are getting those indicators. But, just because sublimation could feel like the ascension, someone going through a spiritual ascension. But also, is this person going through a spiritual ascension? I don't think so. But they could also be going through some sort of wake up. Especially if something's being ripped or torn down in their life, in their world. Sap of the moon plant. Wow. And we are also getting mortification. Gosh, in Italian, I think mort, it means death. Mortification. Something is changing. They are waking up to something within them, guys. I'm getting the feeling that maybe their stone heart, their black heart there's a little spark now. And it's a little interesting because yes, there's still passion, but they're viewing it in a different way. They're making a judgment that I don't think they've had to make. Moon. Wow. Because at first I was like, did we get the moon? Because the moon energy is coming in strong. And now it's because it was at the bottom of the deck. But even with sap of the moon plant, it's like things are coming to light. This person it's like the stars are shining very brightly for this person when it comes to you. They are working on things. And I feel as though it's not a bad indicator that this person is wanting to show up and step up in a different way. Whether or not you're going to allow them to show you how it would look, that goes beyond just the passion. I feel like there's going to be moments where they're going to really show up and reveal themselves it might be difficult right now for them, especially if, again, they've been used to showing up in a different way. But you're going to notice that they're going to start tempering this energy when they are starting to get serious about it. Because it could have felt like a connection that moved so fast right out the gate, and things are now kind of tempering itself. And I think, and if that's the case for you guys, that could be the energy of this person coming to the realization that this is a little deeper for them emotionally. That is, and that they need to consciously walk away, move on, ascend from their past type of frequency that they've been sitting in, because they never really had to do anything different. Again, something about you could have been the catalyst of movement for them in that romantic way, that because you just don't know what you're missing until you come across it, you know? Wow, guys, there's secret hidden feelings. So I think it does run deeper than just passion. I think if there is any hesitation, it's them kind of unraveling their own independent ways, their own, you know, the lover. And again, the lovers, usually you see two swans, like that's true love energy type of feeling. But we see the one swan, and we see the lover, and we see the sun, like beautiful energy, fire energy, if you will. So this person, it wasn't as though they were unhappy. I just feel like they may have been complacent and they may have been comfortable. Whether that's happiness or not, you know, whether that's peace or not, I don't know. I feel like it's more so just kind of under the veil. So something about your energy has shaken their world a little bit. All right, I want to get to our Unstoppable You messages. Let's see. As we close out your reading, guys, hopefully this resonated. If you stayed this long, let me know in the comments. What's going on with this connection? Where are you guys at? So let's see. What's your advice? Dream big, start now. Full moon energy. Oh, I love this card. You are the magic. Don't forget that group too. That's in the collective. You guys are so magical. You guys are beautiful energy. Success is already in motion. You could also have some healing energy about you with the star and the healer that this person is picking up on, and they feel it feels really good for them. All right, sorry, that just came through. All right, we're also getting small wins matter, stepping stones, one step at a time. But it looks like success is already in motion. Fear means you're growing. You know, this might be scary, entering into a new connection and not really knowing, right? You can't attach to outcome. You don't know how things are going to unfold. You know, this person could be the best person for you, or they could do something that, or something could happen that just disrupts everything, right? You never know. And that's why it could be scary. It could be scary falling for someone. It could be scary dating someone and getting to know someone, wondering where it could go. All of that could produce fear. But remember, fear means you're growing. And also just know that whether it's with this person or not, your success is already in motion. Whatever it is that you are wanting and seeking and being led toward, like in this frequency that you are just walking toward, gosh, calm, cool, collected. I'm getting that vision. It is all gonna work out, guys. That is something very strong coming through. So with that in mind, this is where we're going to leave it. I love you guys so much. Again, let me know if this resonated, and hopefully I will see you again. Bye, guys. Hi, everyone, and welcome to your reading today, Group 3. If you chose the Lapis Lazuli Pyramid, then you made it to the right place. So, we're here today to talk about this person's secret feelings for you. This person that you currently are thinking about for this reading. Again, this is a timeless reading, so whenever you come across this, the messages should resonate right out the gate as well. You should be able to know if this is the right reading for you. Because we're taking a look at their secret feelings, you know. This could be whatever type of connection you might have with this person, wondering about how they may feel, especially if they're not the type of person that shares their feelings with you, or maybe there is some sort of veil of mystery surrounding their emotions, and you just want to tap in and see what's going on. Others, this could be anything. Let's see what the energy is. Spirit, thank you so much, as always, for coming through for our collective energy, for our Group 3. May we get the best messages for our Group 3's higher self today, Spirit. Thank you. Okay. Gosh, I'm being directed to say, for those of you, I'm not sure why, but, you know, if this is like a crush from afar, and they may not be picking up on energy directed towards you, especially if this person doesn't know who you are, you know? So just use discernment with readings like this. Make sure it's someone that actually knows you, and, you know, and we're picking up on their feelings for you. So let's see what comes through, Spirit. Their secret feelings for Group 3. So we got the 3 of Wands. Is there some sort of distance between the both of you? Already picking up on that a little bit. We got the 10 of Wands. Wow. There's secret feelings for you. The Knave of Swords, and the Knave is the Page of Swords. We're getting the Wheel. This is our first major arcana, card number 10. Another 10 with the 10 of Wands. Pisces energy. There's secret feelings. The Hanged Man in reverse. This is card number 12. Pisces energy again. So we got Pisces energy. Pisces is water. And now we're getting the 10 of Pentacles with the 3 of Wands. Interesting. But everything else. Okay, let's get clarifiers, and then we're going to start talking about it, guys. This person's secret feelings. We have the Empress. Wow. Wowza. This is Taurus energy. The Empress is card number 3. All right, we're going to take those separately, but we are still going to take them. 6 of Wands with the Page of Swords, and we're also getting the World in reverse with the Wheel. Card number 21, Leo energy. And we got the Death card. Card number 13. 4 of Cups in reverse, of course. And then the Queen of Pentacles. 2 of Wands. Guys, I'm going to be honest. There's secret feelings. I mean, they haven't let this go. It's very clear. But again, guys, I'm going to be honest. I do feel that you and this person, they have a distance. this person, there has been some sort of permanent end in this connection. But this person is holding on to the ending of things between the both of you. Yet they're yearning. You're still in their emotional field right now. And gosh, guys, they see a future with you. The Ten of Pentacles, Three of Wands. I'm also getting the feeling that they feel that you have everything set. You have like the golden glow up, like the yellow brick road has been laid before you, and you have everything that sounds really beautiful and golden and abundant in your future, in your life, in your world, in your 3D. It could have to do with your earthly possessions. It could have to do with your profession, and you're coming through as the Empress for them. So that could also be them seeing you from a distance, but seeing your glow up, seeing that you are good without them. I do feel though that there is a layer of them wanting that future with you. So I do feel like with the Page of Swords and the Six of Wands, we got the energy of communication. You know, Page could be a messenger of some sorts. Could also be a person that's just wanting to gain some information, seek out, gain some insights, figure out how to create some sort of success when it comes to you. I do believe that they feel that this is not over, even though they recognize that this is a permanent end. Something about this connection has shifted, yet they're stuck. Okay, so the Death card coming through with the Hanged Man in reverse, it's giving them the feeling where this person is hyper focused on what went wrong. It could do with anything. You would know more than I, guys, and we could get some clarifiers for that, just to tie you to this reading. But honestly, it's more so of the feeling of them holding on to regret, pain, the feeling of finality, the feeling of just they couldn't have changed it even if they wanted to. So even though that is in their energy and their emotional field when they are thinking about you and how they truly feel, but really what's deep inside, like the secret side of this permanent end, is the feeling that it hasn't really ended for them. You know, immediately when I saw the wheel, the karmic came to mind. The feeling of learning a lesson with someone. You may feel that this is a lesson learned when it comes to this person. It could also represent some sort of cycle between you and them coming to some sort of permanent end. But they feel as though it's almost as though they're faded. You're faded in their path, their journey, which is probably why they have not stopped. They have their eyes set on you. Again, if you're not communicating with this person right now, the Page of Swords could represent them wanting to and them potentially moving in your direction with some sort of, feeling of success, backing them up, some sort of confidence that they would need and have if they were to communicate with you. But it could also represent them. It could be them snooping or keeping tabs on you behind the scenes. It could be both. What they are noticing about you is you're glowing up. You might be, they see such beautiful success when it comes to you that you may have shifted out of some permanent, like they may have witnessed a change within you. But I'm also getting with the Four of Cups in reverse at the bottom of the deck, the energy of this person may have been or is a little bit in that complacent energy where they were hyper focused on things that weren't really helping them move forward. They were missing the opportunity in some regard. But I feel as though their awareness is on this missed opportunity. It's on this death. So, and we got the Queen of Pentacles after that. You're good. I mean, again, you're the Empress. You have success surrounding you. You have a bright future ahead of you. And this is kind of what they're understanding about you. Now, for those of you that aren't in a well, again, this could be a crush. Some of you, this could be someone looking at you from afar, from a distance. So it might look different for all of you, and we might be able to get more specifics on that. Either way, there is some sort of distance. There is some sort of yearning. And there is some feeling of not being able to move forward, not being able to move ahead, always looking behind. So this person seems to be holding on to this. It might be becoming a little burdensome, but they could also view you as someone that knows how to balance work and life mode. Like you just are coming through as someone that really is shining in their eyes. So what clarifiers are we getting, Spirit? Well, I want to start with I want to see, all right, let's just go for it. Let's see what the Hanged Man, the Death, picking up on that energy. Let's see if there's anything else about that. This person kind of stuck on things. We got the Knave of Chalices, which is a page. We got the Page of Cups in reverse. We got the Star. Cover her a little bit. And, ooh, I meant to only get one. Wow, we got the Emperor showing itself with the Empress and the Seven of Pentacles. Guys, this is something this person wants to build that may not have existed, but they're stuck on the woulda, shoulda, coulda. I feel as though this person wasn't representing themselves as an emperor. They see now that that's kind of what was needed. They didn't step up to the occasion, or they're not stepping up to the occasion. So if this is a person that is crushing from you, or you're crushing on them, or it goes both ways, there's still lack of movement. And this is what's keeping them in a lack of movement. They are seeing that whatever it is that left this energy a little bit at a stalemate is the lack of growth, the lack of building a foundation. I feel as though this person is coming through in a little bit of an immaturity, yet or maybe that's how they showcase themselves. That's what they're reflecting on. Again, this is our clarifiers of why the Death card is here, along with them being stuck in a perspective. They're not getting a perspective shift. With the Hanged Man in reverse, it's like they're stuck in limbo. They're not seeing things clearly. And what they are zooming in on is whatever it is that ended this. And again, it could be the lack of what they presented to this connection, what they presented to you. Now, for those of you that there is no legitimate history in that sense, this could be a person that is feeling that energy right now as well. That they're not showcasing their Emperor energy. They're, if anything, being, the butterflies are getting a hold of them. It's like, it's keeping them immobile. It's making them anxious. So, with that in mind, is there anything else, Spirit, with this energy? Page of Swords, what is this? Four of Wands, union. Gosh, it's like 1111, card of union. Could be another indicator of that twin energy, but don't force that. This could also just represent this person trying to seek clarity within, get in union with self. But also, I feel as though they do have a vision when they see you as someone that they could see a really beautiful, bright future with. This could represent marriage. But are they going to communicate? The Hermit in reverse? Whoa. That could feel someone getting out of their shell. And then we got the Nine of Wands. Guys, this could be an indicator of communication. This person wanting to close the gap between the both of you in some real way that's going to lead to success. Two of Swords. But there's stuck energy right now that's surrounding them. And it's because they're focusing on what happened. Is it recent? It could feel recent, or it could feel like this person is just having a difficult time getting out of their own way. Especially if they're viewing you as someone that is good without them. You know, you're beautiful. You're like this Empress energy that they're viewing you as. And like all the information that they're gaining and getting and seeking when it comes to you is all positive. It's all beautiful. It's all successful, triumphant. It's like they know how like important it was for you to come across, to be in their path. And maybe they're realizing that they need to figure it out, but they're not yet. But let's see. Ooh, are we keeping this? The Tower. We're not going to keep it, but gosh, that makes so much sense. Might as well, right? But we're going to note it. The Tower is Scorpio energy. Again, this could feel where this person, because even the Ten of Wands always reminds me of the Tower in this deck, just because it looks like the Tower in this deck. All right, let's shuffle it one more time. Spirit, there's secret feelings for group 3. What else do we need to see, Spirit? What do we need to see? There's secret feelings with what we're picking up on. Okay, and the High Priestess. Whoa. Card number 2. That Pisces energy again. Pisces, we're getting strong Pisces. Okay, suffering. Oh man. Card number 58, we got authority. Card number 41, Libra energy. Inner freedom, 34, which is reminding me of the Four of Wands in a way. Shadow and light. Okay. You know, the High Priestess, there's still a veil. I feel as though it is becoming a little burdensome for this person not to, like, to watch you glow up and to watch you be this beautiful, magical being in whatever that looks like in reality, and them not being able to be a part of your world. But I feel, though, there could be an element of, again, to go back to that spiritual connection, of some sort of spiritual energy between the both of you that this person is feeling. They are going through some suffering. I feel like suffering is a very strong energy. 58 could be like that Ten of Wands, like that feeling of this is not easy right now, being stuck on this finality of things between the both of you, or the energy of just feeling like something needs to end or shift in order for something to come about. But I feel like this person wants to take more control. They need more authority over this. You know, they need to show up as a king or an emperor as opposed to these pages, especially one of the pages came up in reverse. And that was the emotional, that was the cups, you know, the knave of chalices. So it's where this person might be emotionally immature or could have been unavailable. Something could be shaking them up a little bit. And gosh, if that's the case, suffering is bound to be there. You know, that's the only way growth will take place. And again, that could go back to or relate or connect to the inner freedom that they are trying to achieve. They could also be viewing you. It's like there's secret feelings of, like, I don't know, if they are snooping on you guys or if they're keeping tabs on you, you might be doing something that is magical, that they are noticing, that is like, whoa, whether it be, I don't know, some sort of healing, helping others in some way, in the spiritual community, whatever it looks like, that's a message that's coming in really strong. So their secret hidden feelings for you is feeling that connection to you, but it's all veiled right now. Like you wouldn't even know. Maybe you might sense, but there's still doubt where it's like, because again, if you guys aren't communicating and you've been experiencing and doing things that they're witnessing, you might wonder, do they even know what's going on with me? And some of you might be thinking, there's no way they know what's going on with me, right? There's no way. But if this is one of those connections. All right, well, let's see. Let's move on to the wild unknown. We're going to start with archetypes, and then we're going to move on to alchemy. But I want to see with archetypes, like, where is this person? Their secret feelings for you, Spirit. What do we need to see? Gosh, this deck, man. I love this deck, but it's so difficult to shuffle. All right, we got one. Spirit, there's secret hidden feelings. Ooh. We're going to keep this one for some reason. The King. Gosh, this is exactly the energy, guys, that they, and this, I always feel like the bottom of the deck energy, you know, sometimes represents that subconscious energy within this feeling, right? That within what we're picking up on today. We're tapping into your energy, of course, and also this person. And honestly, it does feel like that's what they want to activate within themselves. All right, let's see what we got here. The crone. Oh, look at this crow. Look at that pentacle. Card number 13, death. I just put that together. Well, I guess it didn't take that long, but wow. The crone reminds me of, gosh, like if any of you ever, I'm a gamer, if you've ever played Witcher 3, the crones, it feels a little bit like that darker side of supernatural energy. But if we're talking about the spiritual energy of what the crone represents, that could feel, again, super independent, very wise. Let's see what else we got. The Destroyer and the Box. You know what? I'm not surprised. We got the Hanged Man in reverse, and now we're getting the Box. It's like this person is stuck in a way of thinking, in a perspective that's very difficult for them to get out of. But they need to break something down. They need that tower moment. When we got that tower, but I put it back and we noted it. I feel like that was meant for a reason. It's like this person is like either dealing with the tower moment or there's a tower that's on its way. And honestly, it has something to do with their perspective. They need a perspective shift. But they're focused on the destruction of whatever has ended. Whatever was destroyed. Wow. Do they think they've destroyed something? Are they feeling really trapped with this type of energy of whatever it is that happened between the both of you? Especially for those of you where something has ended and it felt like a death, like a permanent end, right? But with a permanent end is a transformation. However, those of you that resonate with like this is more of a crush energy between the both of you that's not really going anywhere, the death would represent something that needs to be destroyed in this person's energy for them to be in that forward movement, to be in that energy of taking aligned action, guys. So that's kind of what's happening right now. They're stuck on the end. They're stuck on what needs to be transformed. So, all right, let's keep it moving. I want to see Alchemy. We may backtrack to the crone, but I feel like we don't really need to go in. But funny enough, I can't help but keep focusing on the pentacle, and it's reminding me of like that Ace of Pentacle, that new beginning. And again, the energy of with every death, with every end, there's a space for a new beginning. And I feel like that's what this person's secret feelings are. But they're still focused on that end. They're trying to gain wisdom too. Oh, all right, that fell on the ground. What do we have? Breath. Benevolent guide. Oh my goodness, look at that bumblebee. Reminds me of my pin. Look at the beautiful colors. Breath. Benevolent guide, spirit. This person's secret feelings. And with the high priestess, guys, conjunction, this person could be moving inward. That figure 8, infinity. It's also giving like that snake energy. Card number, what is this? 50, 60, 71. Conjunction. Bringing two things together. Two separate things and creating one cohesive thing. They're trying to be inward, guys. Their secret feelings for you is something about this energy is gonna, but again, it's gonna be up to this person. But this has potential of like really creating some sort of deep transformation within this person. They're at a crossroads. They're at a moment where this could all come together. The transformation, but they need to see things. They need to shift their focus. They need to see things properly. Reddening. Gosh, things could be reddening. Before things get better, you know that phrase, before things get better, they have to get worse. Or it gets worse before it gets better. Whatever, however you say that. I feel as though this is what this person could be really going through. They could be guided. This could be spirit guiding them, you know, telling them you're about to get a tower. Your world is about to be shook. You're about to be woke up unless you figure it out on your own. So it's almost like spirit is giving them an opportunity to figure it out on their own. So it's really going to be up to them. But I do feel as though, and what I mean by that is just getting through these difficult energy that's keeping them trapped and lacking that movement. that aligned movement of feeling that king energy, whether they're male or female. It's like, you know, that powerful divine energy, because they're coming through as someone that's unsure, unclear, that's focused on ego, focused on the past. But they need to release it. They need to take a breath. They need to allow things to unfold, to heal, to redden. Okay. Wow, guys. And honestly, with the bumblebee, it's giving life. Like, this person might really feel strong energy that, you know, but are they used to going inward? Are they used to following their intuition? Are they used to seeing signs? Maybe this person is picking up on imagery. I'm getting an elephant for some reason over here. Also a map, tropical energy, a moon. All right, guys. So let's move on to your final messages, because I'm curious, like, what's our advice for group 3, Spirit, with this energy? It's like this person is keeping themselves in a box, stuck in a, you know, and it's like they need to learn the lesson. They need to cycle through it because they haven't completed something. Something is left, which is why there's the death card, right? Like, in order for there to be a completion, there needs to be a feeling of finality, but this person is hanging on to something. So that's where this person is at. Now, there's secret feelings for you. You haven't left their energy, guys. You're showing up as the Empress. You are someone that is the brightness in their dark, reddening skies. And this is why they're going inward. So keep that in mind. But how far they're going to go? Are they going to be stuck in this forever? You know, that it's gonna be up to them, which is why it's important to look at advice for you guys. Let's see. Protect your vision. Keep the promise you made to yourself. Like, you might sense that if this is not what you have in mind, permission granted. Look at that threshold. You know, if this is not what you want, if you're realizing this is not it, protect your vision. Use your discernment. Keep the promise you made to yourself, even if that means, you know, what you deserve. If you know your worth, if you truly are the Empress, you will know what you deserve, guys. And if this person isn't showing up and is stuck in the past, not able to look at a different perspective, not able to meet you there, permission granted to move on if you need to, you know. The risk is worth the reward. Full moon. Astronaut. Action builds confidence. And then bottom of the deck, success is already in motion. I love that card, because it feels like no matter what, you're gonna be successful in whatever vision you see for yourself. You know, forget about the face, right? It's the energy. If you know that you are meant for a beautiful, loving, peaceful energy, you're gonna get it. It may, whether it's with this person or not, is the sense. So protect your vision and don't hold on to specific details of who, what, where, when. You know, it's the feeling of Spirit is not going to let you down, guys. You got to trust. Success is already in motion. You know your worth. Remember, everything leads to the next, you know, it's like a domino effect. So if you focus on this and nothing's happening, then the next, that's going to set the trajectory of where you might end up energetically speaking. So it's important to shift your energy so that you could build that momentum. Permission is granted into whatever door you want to open, guys. Success is in motion. So protect your vision, because you know what you deserve. You know what you are worthy of. And regardless of how this person feels, know that, taking risks, taking those opportunities, even if it doesn't end up the way you want it to, that's part of it. That's part of the journey, and everything's going to work out no matter what. Okay, beautiful. I love you so much. I hope this made sense. If it resonated, let me know. Send a like, leave a comment, or subscribe if you haven't. And hopefully I will see you again, guys. Bye.